Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great today. We're going to kick this off by opening a primal shard real quick, just to, go ahead and get started with a quick legendary champion. And then I want to talk about what my plans are for this video and event. We have the Path of the Lost. We have some hero coins coming in. My goal is to not get the champion. I don't really want the champion. He's not going to do that much for me. He could be good for trials. I don't have the stuff to set him up, and I'm going to prioritize damage because if I just went for trials, I'm basically just kind of leeching off my clan because I'll be doing no damage, and I want to contribute to Clash. Well, I'm going to. I don't necessarily want to do anything manual, but that's beside the point. My plan here is to go down this right side and pick up these mythical materials. I'm going to need about 60,000 points. Unfortunately, I made a calculator yesterday, but the link here is down, and I went to get it back up, and apparently GitHub just, my account, I tried to log in too much. It's suspended, so I can't use the calculator. I guess I could because I do have it still on the AI thing that I made it with. I guess I could actually do that. But either way, I already did the math, and basically here are my plans. I'm going to pull 4 Sacreds, 10 Voids, 5 Primals, and then Ancient Shards to fill the gap. I would love to get a Thor. It'll make Faction Wars Barbarians a little bit easier. So a Thor would be awesome. A brand new mythical champion would also be awesome. And then, of course, the Crown of Corruption to come at the end of this video. That would be amazing. My goal is to really get any good relic. And since I'll have the mythical materials, the chance of getting something good is pretty high. Here we go. We have a Gaius the Gleeful. So picked up a legendary champion there. Not quite Thor. Let's see how our current Gaius situation looks. I think we have plenty. I think we have plenty of Gaiuses. So Gaius the not so gleeful, but an awesome bomb champion. Though there is one that I like a lot more. It's Nishak. Nishak just kind of takes the whole spotlight away from Gaius. Real quickly, I want to go over how I'm going to... Actually, no. Before... I'll talk about the points in just a minute because I did make some purchases in order to get enough resources to get the points done. And I'll go over those just here shortly and explain that before we jump into the actual mythical materials, going down the path, claiming those, and doing the relic forging. I would love to pick up a mythical champion here. It's obviously not boosted rates, so the chances of that happening are basically 0, but it's not quite 0. It's just basically 0. I once had a mythical champion come from 1 shard, and it was Fjorad. No, actually, it was Commodus. No, actually, it was Commodus and Fjorad. Very different sides of the spectrum as far as being OP and not so OP. Though one I had a 6-star for, the other I got 2 stars on currently. Now, here we have nothing to write home about, basically. For this, I don't really need more Iyasus, but I guess if I was to get... Actually, let's not even put anything boosted here. I do have 1 Iyasu. An extra one would be cool. I don't plan to get anything. I'm pretty far from Mercy. But like an Odin, any of the new Void legendaries, things like that, I'll take an extra copy of. Senna. Senna would be an amazing one to get an extra copy of. Now, let's be honest, though. I don't really expect to get any extra copies of any Void legendary here. We have a 7,500 done. Let's see where we're at as far as this event goes. Path of the Lost. Okay, we're actually already good to go, basically. I don't have to open anything else. Now, how I got to this position, because yesterday I had no resources, and I didn't buy that many shards. What I did is I did purchase the monthly pack for $30, which was 1 Sacred, like 3 Voids, and then some Ancient Shards, plus some gems. I was very low on gems, so I needed these anyways. Also some energy, which I will need as well. I'm not using any energy for farming. I may, if I could get to a position to go for the other side materials, maybe I do that. But what I did get, and something that may actually be worth considering, and it sounds weird, I know, but we are low on resources. If you're a spender, it's the only time I'd consider this, but if you are, this first tier for me, and would be for you too if you're on the same spending tier, was $15, and it was $97.50, so 9,750 hero coins. The ratio between coins per dollar on the first one was actually the lowest. So 97.50 divided by $15, 650 coins per dollar. Now, the next tier I thought was going to be $25, but it was actually $20. That's 675 coins per dollar. This final tier is actually the best value, but I don't really need it. I mean, $30 is still $30. That's lunch, right? That's dinner, whatever. At least where I live. Maybe where you live, it's just a small little sandwich. Who knows? But 710 points per dollar is what I would get from this. I'm not going to get it. I decided to get the monthly pack instead, so I could have the shards plus the energy and gems. Like, all this stuff is possible to purchase. But if you're really wanting the champion or the materials, this is the cheapest route to get it. I mean, just from the first 2 packs, we got 9750 plus 13.5 is 23,000 points. That was almost, I guess, a third of the way to getting the mythical materials for $35. Of course, if your budget is $50 a month or $30 a month, then that alone wipes it out. That's maybe not worth it for you. But for me, picking up these mythical materials is hopefully going to be worth it. And we'll do a few other crafts as well. We're going to go with the 2,500 there. It should be about 57,000 if I remember correctly from the calculator yesterday. Unfortunately, like I said, the calculator went down. Honestly, instead of going this side, if I could get an extra chunk, I may actually try to pick up some mythical tomes. Mythical tomes are hard to come by. But you know what's even harder to come by? A sweet, sweet crown of corruption. So we'll save it for a second. Save it for just a second. We're going to do a craft here. It's looking good. We got an aspect of Tshirt. Very nice. We'll do a craft of the Chimera stuff as well. Okay. Epic. Nothing too crazy there. Here we go. We'll do a few of these. Okay. Got Orb of Transgression, whatever it's called. It's pretty good. It's a good epic one. Rare for just wasted stuff. I'm not gonna do all these crafts. We'll do like one or a few, like 2 maybe. That's actually the best Chimera one, I do believe. That can be used very easy as filler pieces. If I get an epic from the rares, I go into or epic or legendary from these rares. I'm gonna go into the mythical craft. Gotta prime my luck, right? Is that how it works? Oh, nope, that's not gonna be very good, I don't think. Let's try one more time. Arachne Elixir. Or, okay, no. Here we go, guys. Enough delaying, I guess. 4 mythical materials. Crown of Corruption, please. Here we go. Let's see it. Crown of Corruption. Oh, okay, well, aspect of Tshirt. Well, there you go. Could have been a Crown of Corruption. Could have been insane. Could have been mind-blowingly awesome. It wasn't. It was just another aspect of Tshirt. But we did pick up a legendary champion, Gaius the Gleeful. Ultimately, didn't really get anything I can really use here. Aspect of Tshirt is a very interesting relic. It's a very strong relic, but you guys let me know your opinions. This is not something you need more than a few copies of. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 aspect of Tshirt. I have 6 wands, which is awesome. Could always use more wands. But 6 aspect of Tshirt, I think I could get rid of probably 2 or 3. No, sorry, 5. 5 aspects of Tshirt. This one is just a test for Chimera stuff. Not necessarily needed. For like the stage where the ram does the hitting, or more so when the lion form is targeting stuff. I was testing it out there. Doesn't seem to make a huge difference, but this will probably be food. I probably really only need 2 of them, but I'll keep 3 just in case. Marichka may or may not keep hers. If I got a magma shield, this would definitely be taken off of her. But for now, we have these. So this is a decent one I can just get rid of. So I am happy to have those legendary ones. This Hand of Uncreation, I need to actually get that on somebody. Reduces the chance of applying debuffs, stealing or removing buffs, stealing turn meter, or increasing his skill's cooldown against the wearer by 10%. This is really good for some specific champions. Like Nice, it's really good for him. Let's see what else we have. We have a few of those. Orb of Transgression. So more stuff to just basically feed into things and level them up higher. I mean, that's the whole thing with these relics. Whenever you get a chance to get more food relics, it's probably worth it, to be honest. Even if, I mean, if you're not focusing on relics, you're missing out significantly on account progression in general. So you definitely should push relics, get what you can. I could possibly get this. It'd be 7, 9. Yeah, it's quite a bit of points. I don't want to spend anything more. I could spend the 30 and get this. I don't think it's quite worth that, though. So I'm not going to do that. There we go. That is my pulls for today. That is what I came out with. We'll do 1 Ancient Shard and maybe get a Thor. I don't know. Maybe get a Thor from here. Be pretty cool if I did. No Thor today. There we go. We'll save up the rest of the shards. No more primals, though. They're pretty decent for the events, but I need to save for a 2x primal. Either way, guys, best of luck in your pulls. I hope you get Crown of Corruption. Unfortunately, it is OP, and there's more and more of them in the game. But hey, maybe Player changes it. Who knows? They said they wasn't going to change the relics or anything. No buffs or nerfs anytime in the near future. But guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I will catch you all in the next one.